Hey guys, welcome back to your girl Starryluuv's channel. In today's video, I am reviewing a palette that I purchased. So, I was on Instagram at like 4 o'clock in the morning a couple weeks ago, and I came across this new indie brand, and they go by the name of Ace Beaute. The name should pop up down here. They came up with this palette called the Quintessential palette, and that's what I purchased. This retails for about $38, I think. And with shipping and handling, everything came to $43 and change. If I'm wrong, I'll just put the right price right here. What drew me in the most about this palette was this blue shade right here and this yellow shade right here. Because I've been looking for really pigmented blues and yellows for the longest. And I mean, it sounds ridiculous that I paid $43 for this palette when I only wanted 2 colors. The rest of the palette is pretty bomb as well, going by the swatches that I've seen all over Instagram. I've watched a couple videos here on YouTube as well. But yeah, I ended up buying this palette and it's bomb. So far, I'm going to tell you because I already did my eyes and everything. You're going to see that later on. But so far, from the colors that I put on my eyes, I give everything maybe an 8 out of 10 because for certain shades I had to blend a little bit harder than other shades. And what I'm going to say about the black in this palette is, usually in palettes, whenever you buy shadows and stuff, the black isn't as pigmented. The black in this palette, I would say, is pretty pigmented, but it's a little bit patchy in certain areas. Like over here, it was pretty patchy for me. You may not be able to see it, but it was patchy there. And I had to go over maybe about 3 or 4 times. You'll see that in the video later on. But I had to go over it and keep blending, keep blending, keep blending. And to finally, I figured out the way to blend it easier is to mix the neroli with cinnamon. Because cinnamon's brown, but it helps smoothen everything out. Now this is crazy, but it helps smoothen everything out for me. I don't know if anybody else had this problem, but I really like this palette. I give everything an 8 out of 10. But for packaging wise, I give everything 10 out of 10 because the packaging was super secure. It came in a regular brown box, and the brown box was filled with like the little packaging popcorn. That's what I call it, little packaging popcorn. And then it came wrapped inside of bubble wrap. So I really like that. So next clip, you'll see me swatching the shades in the palette, and after that, I'll give you guys a demo on how I created this eye look.
Jasmine, clove, amber, patchouli, bergamot, starry nights, cinnamon, rose.
Oh, my arm is dying.
Nutmeg, rosewood, manuka, berry, tangerine, mandarin, juniper, and neroli.
So I have my foundation on already. So for eyes, I'm going to prime my eyes with my LA Girl concealer in the shade Fawn. Now I'm going to blend it away with my WetNWild eyeshadow brush.
The way your body's moving makes your brother break a sweat out on the floor.
So, we're setting our eyes with Sacha Buttercup setting powder.
You can't blame me if I ask you for more. I swear you.
Now we're going to brush the excess off with a fluffy brush.
And I can't stop looking at
So, I think I'm going to start off this look. Honestly, I don't have a look in mind, but we're going to figure things out as we go. So I'm going to start off with patchouli, and I'm going to put patchouli in my crease as a transitional color. And patchouli is like a really light, okay, it's pretty light, it's legit like my skin tone light. So we're going to go in with the nutmeg instead. Okay, nutmeg is showing up. One thing I must say about these shadows so far is that they're like butter on the eyelid. Like this literally feels like butter. And I like that. So yeah, these shadows are pretty creamy. And I like that so far. So I'm just blending nutmeg into my crease. I don't know if I want to do like a light look or a dark look yet. It's just gonna happen. I'm gonna put nutmeg on the other eye. I'm not gonna bother putting patchouli on this eye because it didn't show up when I put it on the prior lid. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with cinnamon. I'm just focusing that on my outer corner, my outer V.
Two steps enough for this loving. Come get the rest of this loving. Hey, yeah. Say what you gotta say.
Middle of my inner. So I'm gonna blend all of that in.
Yeah. Say what you gotta say. Yeah.
And now in the crease, I'm gonna focus rosewood, which is like a really plum shade.
I took the walk with me. I talk to me. Get with me. Let's ride. I fly into the moon. Cruise with me. Move with me. 2 steps enough for this loving. Come get the rest of this loving. Move with me.
And then I'm just blend this in.
2 steps enough for this loving. Come get the rest of this loving.
So now I'm gonna cut my crease, and I'm using the same fawn concealer to do that. And I'm using a small e.l.f. concealer brush. Small e.l.f. concealer brush. Okay, so now on top of that, I'm gonna go in with mandarin on the inner portion of my eye. Maybe I should use my finger. It's not really picking up and translating from the brush. Okay, it kind of is. It's packing. Okay, intensity. So far what I'm seeing is with certain colors, you have to just build on the color. It's pigmented, I'm not gonna lie. But to get true intensity, you have to pack on with the shadows. Which isn't that bad.
If you keep up with those movements, you can
In the corner, and just pat. You don't want to brush because there's concealer underneath this and you don't want it to move around. So you're just patting this color in. Okay, and now for the rest of the lid, we're going to go in with juniper. And again, we're patting it in.
take you there.
Okay, blue.
Move with me, groove with me, cruise with me, move with me. 2 steps enough for this loving. Come get the rest of this loving. Move with me, groove with me, cruise with me, move with me.
Go back in with mandarin and blur the lines.
Say what you gotta say. 2 steps. Do what you gotta do.
Okay, so back to the crease. I'm going to bring back rosewood because it kind of got blended away and you can't really see the transition as much. So we're going to go back over and bring that back.
Where did you come from, baby? And ooh, won't you take me there? Your mind's a light, yeah. Your energy is so electric. I take my hand, girl.
And now because this look is a bit bright, we're going to tone it down with some black. And I honestly wanted to try this black in this palette because certain palettes, when they have blacks in them, the blacks aren't as pigmented and they aren't as deep and they're kind of patchy. So we're going to go in with Neroli on our outer corner to add some depth to this look. Okay, this black is pretty pigmented. Like, I only did my brush in there once, and you see that? I gotta blend that out, of course, but okay, pigmentation.
Say what you gotta say. Do what you gotta do. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get a big fluffy brush And I'm just gonna blend out the harshness of it.
See, this right here is what I'm talking about. Like, it starts blending, but I had to keep checking because it was looking really patchy. And right now I'm trying my hardest to blend and give it a chance. And this is where cinnamon comes into play. And you see how smoked out that looks now? Like, it's way more diffused than how it was looking before. And I'm just cleaning this up with the concealer. And then I'll be back. And I'm doing the under eyes. I'm basically using the same shades I used on my lid, the rosewood and the black, to smoke out my waterline. And that's about it for the eyes. Two steps enough for this loving. Come get the rest of this loving.
So I went ahead and finished my face off camera, and now I'm thinking I want to add like a little shadow on my inner corners. So I think I'm going to go in with Starry Nights, and I'm going to place it on my inner corner. It's somewhat iridescent to a certain degree. So that's it for the eyes. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you're interested in buying the palette, I'll leave the link below. I'll leave their Instagram link below. I'll leave everything down below so you can, get what you need to get. And I'll also leave the products that I put on my face down below because I didn't do my full face on camera. I just focused on the eyes. So products will be listed in my description box below. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section or check out the description box because your answers may just be answered down there. So
yeah. See, I was on a cool team, Baby girl was a track star, Little cutie in the Levi's, Had a booty like a black girl. What? See, I adored you, Wanted you in my dorm.